guys, welcome back to Calling the Shots. I am Kiki.
And I'm Sarah.
And happy day after National Girls and Women in Sports Day.
Yes.
It's basically our day.
Yeah, it really is. It's meant only for...
It is meant for me and you only. No.
Yeah, it's super awesome though. I'm glad we get a day, you know?
We get a day. And listen, we need it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like unless there's just certain fields where they're like super male dominated, and obviously sports is one of them, and it's like a very like pretty much everyone watches sports, you know, so it involves everyone.
Yeah.
So I am glad that this is a thing.
For sure.
When I was younger, like, I don't remember this being a thing, you know what I mean?
No, not at all. And like, since even we were young, I feel like you've seen a more female presence in sports in general.
Yeah.
So, which we'll talk about a few of those.
Yeah. We're going to talk about, just a few female athletes that are worth talking about, honestly.
And some that we haven't really, like, dove into a ton.
Yeah.
But, like, are worth being talked about sure.
Yes.
But there's just so much that happens that sometimes we can't get to it all.
But
that's
why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Today. So, yeah, we're going to hit just a few of those, a little bit later. Like we said, there's a few we mention all the time. So we're trying to switch it up for you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, it's almost Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
If you're watching, you can probably guess who Sarah and I are rooting for.
Yeah. Which some people, I mean, we talk about it a lot, but like we also talk about the Chiefs a lot. So
yeah, we talk about...
We should say we're both wearing Niners gear. I should probably preface that.
Yeah, so I am actually wearing a jersey that one year Sarah coordinated so that everyone pitched in to get me a Fred Warner jersey because I love him.
Yeah.
And
rightfully so.
Yeah.
This is actually my husband's that he gave to me, and it's reversible.
Oh, is it
so
reversible?
There's like an inside, like you can see the logo.
Yeah.
But I don't really like the print of that one as much.
You are probably whispering to everyone else right
Sorry.
now. Sarah was giving a full demo on her jacket, you guys.
It's reversible. There's like a logo on the inside with like a different print that I don't really like as much. So
no, I like this print.
This is it's like a kind of a Letterman vibe.
Yeah, no, I love it. And you're wearing it with like your black bodysuit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah.
And I do really like it.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I actually
besides the fact that going to the bathroom is a little difficult. But.
Well, true. Yeah.
Other than that, it's great.
Don't hydrate as much if you're wearing it. But no, I got it, and then my boyfriend got me this for Christmas, but I need a new size because it was a little too big. I wanted like a F1 like oversized like racing jacket to go over it. It's honestly similar vibes because it's like red and like classic, kind of like a Letterman's type vibe. So I just feel like the oversized jacket with it is I'm about it.
Thanks.
I'm all about it.
Yeah. I'm about the Fred Warner jersey too. Like, we're big fans.
Such big fans. I know 2 people going to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. Which
I know.
Lucky? Okay.
No. So did I already say this? My roommate.
Yeah. I don't know if you said it on the pod though.
I think I did say it on the pod, how like in a group chat.
Yeah.
It was part of our roommate's group chat, and it was like, oh, I won't be using the house that day because I'll actually be at the Super Bowl. I was like, ah. And then today we have like our huge like all staff call at work where everyone gets on and like each department gives updates.
Yeah.
And there's always like a fun question of the day. And one of them was like, where are you going to watch the Super Bowl? And one of my friends, like this girl that I work with, was like, I'm actually going to be at the Super Bowl. And then just kept talking.
Cool.
And I was like, what the? So I texted her after. I was like, I'm sorry, did you say you're going to be at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so casually.
Yeah. So her friend works for the Niners, got her a free ticket, not even like a discounted one, a free one. And she's like, I'm on a wait list to go to an after party where like the players are supposed to be. So I'll let you know how it goes. And I was like,
I'm sorry. Are you not, like, freaking out inside? Because I would be.
She literally was like, I don't have an NFL team, but I do now, and it's the Niners. And I was like, welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Okay? Bang, bang, Niner gang. You're going to have the best time of your life. So I was like, first of all, here's some things I need you to look out for me. Fred Warner, I've loved him since college, okay?
Yeah.
Also, the Wags, which I talk about all the time. The 49er Wags.
Yeah.
They are superior.
Yes.
I'll say it a million times.
Yeah.
This is the wives and girlfriends Super Bowl. Okay?
Yeah. It's their moment.
It's their moment.
Forget the players. I mean, like, yeah, the players, but, like, the Wags.
No, like, as a Niners fan, I'm so excited for the Niners, and I'm so excited for the Wags, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, also, yeah, just look out for the Wags. Like, you're gonna literally see Kristen Juszczyk in probably her best fit of the year because it's the Super Bowl.
True.
I'm so excited and so jealous. So,
yeah.
Anyways.
Should we start there since we're already there?
I think we should start there because
let's just jump right in.
It's top of mind.
Yeah.
There's been some drama.
Yes, there has.
Some drama between Chiefs and Niners, okay?
And, like, their facilities that they're practicing at.
Yeah, so how it works is there's always the Super Bowl site, location, where it's played, that's determined way in advance, right?
Yeah.
So you don't know what teams are going to Super Bowl, but you know where it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because of that, it rotates between, there's always an AFC team and an NFC team.
Yep.
One is considered home, one is considered away.
Yeah.
This year, the AFC team is considered the, quote, home team, which means they get to use all the nice facilities as well.
The Raiders where the game is being played.
Yeah. I didn't realize that's what that meant.
Yeah.
Kind of feels...
Well, also it feels weird because even though they're the home team, they're, like, not... Like, the Niners are ranked higher than them, technically.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like...
Interesting.
Yeah. I feel like it should be, like, the higher seed or the better record or like something that just makes it feel like you deserved it.
Yeah.
So basically, like, Chiefs have been living the high life, training at the Raiders
practice facility. Yeah.
And Niners have been training at UNLV's facilities, which they've said the grass is, like, not great.
Yeah, it's not fit for practicing. Like, it's super slick and soft. And it's also outdoor, whereas the Chiefs one, the Raiders facility that the Chiefs are playing at is indoor.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't feel...
It just doesn't feel equal.
It's just feeling more and more like it's rigged. Like, the odds are all against the Niners because Taylor Swift and the Chiefs are just meant to win. That's what it feels like.
It feels like the NFL wants this for them so bad.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I understand that technically only one team can use the facilities all the time. But it does seem like, I don't know, like you could
work something out.
You could work out a schedule, which the Niners basically tried to do, and the Chiefs said, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, but our grass sucks, and they're like, tough luck. And the NFL, of course, doesn't have anything to say on it.
Yeah.
They're like, this is how it is. But my thoughts and feelings on this is like, I understand, like, okay, the next best thing we can offer is, like, a college facility.
Yeah.
But in my mind, like, let's be real. This isn't, like, an SEC program.
Yeah.
This isn't, like, Alabama's practice facility.
Even a Power 5 program. Not even just the SEC, but they're not even a Power 5 football team.
We went to UNLV. Do you remember?
Yeah, we did.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's parts
of it. It's a college campus, but it's nowhere near, like, a professional level campus.
Yeah, and not all college campuses are. Look, I went to BYU. I wish it was as nice as, like, LSU or whatever.
But I feel like even a BYU practice facility is better than what UNLV has because they have the really nice indoor field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough.
So it's just tough. And that's kind of the tea is everyone's like, great. It's rigged.
It is what it is.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan was like, it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Like, he didn't make a big deal, but the whisperings.
Yeah. Everyone else is making a big deal.
Yeah.
Also, side note, did you see Sweetie made, like, a song about the Niners?
No.
So she's, like, a huge Niners fan.
How did I not see
Fun
this?
fact.
I've been working way too much this week.
It's okay. No, I understand.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, we'll talk about it though, because she like made a rap with some other artist. I can't remember who off the top of my head now, but like about the Niners, and I think it's so fun.
Okay,
I'm
so
here
excited.
for it.
I'm so excited to listen.
She uses like Bang Bang Niner Gang in it, and like it's like not like breaking any like records, but it's like,
but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two. Did you see, there's been like a few things about the Chiefs that I feel like, so you have to keep in mind, Vegas is really easy for Niners fans to travel to, and Niners fans do travel for games.
Yeah.
Especially in the West Coast. So they've done like stuff in front of like crowds and fans with both teams and both players.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy's gotten like a lot of love from the fans there, and like
as he should.
Yeah, as he should. Correct. And Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are getting like all the hate, and Travis Kelce was getting booed, and he was like, "This is just getting me fired up. Like, all right, we'll see how it goes then. Like, I'm ready now, whatever." And Patrick Mahomes was like, "Okay, Niner Nation," which is like, no, that's not what it's called. But it's fine. He's like, "Okay, Niner Nation, like, I hear you, we'll see, whatever." And I just really don't want, like, first of all, I don't want them to win. Second, I don't want them to win and be like, everyone was against us. It's like, because
not really.
Like, no, like, maybe a lot of America just doesn't like you, but no one's like doubting you. Yeah. And also, they just don't like you because you literally, like,
it's been obnoxious. It's been shoved in our face this entire season.
Yeah, like, people are tired of it. I think it was exciting when they were like all of a sudden a good team, but now we've seen it.
Yeah, and like the Taylor Swift thing was exciting, but like it's getting old.
Here's the thing. The Taylor Swift thing makes me just feel like I'm like, when they show her, I'm not like, can we get her off the screen? Like, no, cool, show Taylor Swift. I don't care.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm like, maybe also, I know they're not like to Taylor Swift's level of like celebrity success,
fame.
But also like there are other wives and girlfriends, and I don't think she would be mad if you showed them. Yeah, I think she would think that's great. Yeah, and it's like, and it's just more so that it's like, I feel like on everyone's feeds, and that's why they're getting super sick of it. Did you see someone asked Travis Kelce like basically about the proposal rumors, like if he's gonna propose at the Super Bowl?
No. What did he say?
E-News, it was like an E-News post, right? Yeah. What do? I always go to the comments because someone will find the answer for me, because it's always like, click the link in bio. Yep. And they were like, I'll save you the time. He said he's only focused on one ring right now, and that's a Super Bowl ring. Yeah. Like, that's a good answer.
Yeah, that is a good answer.
I'll give it to him.
Also, the thing that made me giggle was the Kermit the Frog question to Patrick Mahomes. So during one of the press conferences, a reporter asked him, can you do your best Kermit the Frog impression? And his response is, it's how I'm talking right now. And I like died laughing, because honestly, like we said, he's not the most likable person
right now. He used to be
right now, but at least he knows. Like,
that's what I was gonna say.
It made me like a little more okay with him, because at least he's aware that he sounds like that, and he's not like, "What are you talking about?" You know? Yeah.
No, same. His response made me be like, maybe I do still kind of like you.
Good for you. Good for you for just owning it.
Yep. I respect it.
Yeah. Anyways.
What, do we have anything else for the Super Bowl? Where are you watching the Super Bowl? Do you know? Did I already ask you?
Honestly, I have no idea. Probably somewhere with Tiger and his friends, just because he's such a huge fan.
Yeah. You're going to have so much fun.
I'm like really stressed because like it could go really good or really bad. He says he's not super, he like will be like, oh, like I'm not that invested. Like, yeah, I root for them, but I'm not like crazy invested. But then like the game comes along and he's like, I'm going to bash my head through a wall. I'm like, okay, calm down.
Yeah. Here's the thing, you just can't help it.
Yeah. Oh,
you can't help it.
So like, I really hope they win, not just because like I'm rooting for them, but for my like happiness sake.
for the sake of your marriage,
Yeah.
let's hope the Niners win.
It will go a lot better and be a lot happier if they win. So, I don't know yet. And you're going to be traveling, right?
I literally thought I was going to be on an airplane, and I was like, oh, well, it has TVs because it's a long flight. Like, I'm going to Miami. So I was like, oh, like, honestly, it's kind of fun. Like, I'll be locked in, can't go on my phone.
Yeah.
No, I'm so nervous. That's the day, like, I get on the cruise.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going on a cruise next week. If I haven't mentioned this, I'm so excited. I'm also stressed out of my mind because next week is, like, a huge week at work, but I didn't know that when I
booked
on this cruise. I got the dates. Anyways, so I'm like, I'm sure that somehow it's going to be on the cruise somehow.
Yeah.
It's the very first day. I'm feeling confident.
Maybe you're not too far out yet that, like, you don't have any cell service.
Yes. Exactly. So I'll let you know.
Hopefully.
How it goes.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, I will.
If you can. I don't know.
I don't even know how to. Eventually you'll hear.
Yeah, I'll hear eventually.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll just be texting you updates.
Yeah.
And then, like, you'll finally get service somewhere.
I'll be like, oh my goodness.
Okay. Anyways, there's so much that's happened.
Yeah, so that's like the NFL drama, but guys. The NHL.
Yeah. I don't know if your feed is the same as mine, but NHL had their All-Star weekend this past weekend.
Hockey also.
Hockey, yes.
Just in case you didn't know.
And my feed was literally all NHL stuff, which never happens.
Same.
But if you think of the NBA, they have an All-Star week as well. They do a bunch of fun events with, like, different players. But
and, like, NFL has, like, the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, the Pro Bowl. But a lot of people, like, were like, maybe people should start kind of doing what the NHL did. Because they had 4 different teams that featured a celebrity co-captain. So they had Justin Bieber, Will Arnett, Tate McRae, and Michael Bublé as the celebrities that were there and parted, like, the teams.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really fun. On top of that, Justin Bieber's fashion brand, Drew House, collaborated with the design for the All-Star jerseys, which turned out, like, super sick.
I think that's so smart.
Yeah.
And so cool.
Yeah. So cool.
Jersey
also,
sales are going to go, people are going to want to buy the
for sure. They're going to go up.
Yeah.
And like, why doesn't the NBA try to do something like this for the city jerseys? Cough, cough, just saying.
True.
But there was, like, a lot of drama around this weekend. And one of which, since we were talking about Justin Bieber, he also, like, he grew up in Canada. He's from Canada.
I would just like to say all 4 of those celebrities are from Canada.
Oh, and I should say, they hosted it in Toronto.
Yeah.
Was the host. So that kind of makes sense.
I also just feel like Canadians are hockey
fans. Yeah. And so he grew up playing hockey. He even apparently was, like, super good as a kid. Like, was on, like, really good teams. And so he warmed up with his, like, quote unquote all-star team. And it got, like, people looking at him because, like, he actually was doing really well and, like, took a couple shots and, like, looked really good to the point where a minor league professional hockey team, like, offered him, like, an amateur contract for their team.
Here's my thoughts on this. Honestly, this is the best marketing angle I've ever seen.
Yeah.
If I were Justin Bieber and really did love hockey, I'd be like, I'll do it for a year.
Yeah.
And they will pay you, like, Justin Bieber doesn't need the money.
And that's the thing, like, that was, like, the whole why it was so appealing to these teams is, like, they don't have to offer him the crazy amount of money. Yeah. Like, they offer him just a little fun money. Like, he's going to do it.
For real. But if we've learned anything about marketing, we should learn from the Savannah Bananas. Okay?
This is true.
You market your team. You make it a show. You make people want to come for more than
Savannah
just the
Bananas
sport.
are like a baseball team that plays in, like, a small league.
Yeah.
And they're
AAA, right?
Yeah. And it's just, like, this whole crazy performance.
They literally make just, like, TikToks on the field after they're, like, dancing and singing, and they
tour.
Their games are sold out. You guys, most MLB games aren't sold out.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually so crazy. So just think about having
So smart.
Justin Bieber on your team.
So smart.
So smart. If I were him and I truly did love hockey that much, I would probably be like,
why not?
Maybe I want to do this because here's the thing, like, just pop in for a few games.
And he has been taking a break from music.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, honestly, I feel like this is a good, like, little fun hobby for him.
Yeah. Take Haley to your games.
Yeah. And she was there too, rooting him on, which was very cute. Speaking of him performing, though, he did perform for the first time in a year at the All-Star event.
It was. I think it was his first solo performance.
Yes.
Because people were headlining with that, and then the comments were like, "How is this possible?" When I saw him 6 months ago.
No. Like, yes, his first, like, solo. Yeah. Which still, again, all over my feed. He literally looked the happiest I've seen him look in forever. I don't know why. I feel like every picture I see him and Haley in, he looks like dead.
He's kind of been looking like a sad boy.
Yeah, and I know he's, like, had some health issues and stuff. Yeah. And so, like, it was so nice to see him, like, thriving and just enjoying himself.
And for him, that's probably, like, he feels in his element, right? This is a sport he loves. Canada's home. I don't know where he's from in Canada, but it's Canada.
Yeah.
And, like, he gets to perform, and it's just, like, you're with your type of people.
Yeah.
So, that's true. I thought that, too.
Also, off of this, I saw rumors that, like, he potentially is, like, Usher might potentially invite him to, like, make an appearance at the Super Bowl.
That'd be so fun.
Which I am here for.
Same.
There's, like, a bunch of people are, like, saying they're finding a bunch of, like, Easter eggs of, like, hinting from both him and Usher.
That would be sick.
Yeah, people are diving into it a little deep, but, like, whether it needs to happen. Yeah. We've talked about this. Usher needs to invite someone.
100%.
And Justin Bieber would be perfect.
Agreed.
Another thing that happened, Michael Bublé, during one of the press conferences, said that his buddy gave him a microdose of shrooms, and that he felt like Blades of Glory when he was out there during the All-Star event. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And a lot of people were like, huh? And apparently no one gets his humor because he was joking.
Yeah.
And, like, him and Will Arnett, like, had a little fun banter about it. But I was just like, when I first saw this, I was like,
what's happening?
This is when I was like, okay, NHL All-Stars, like, unhinged.
So, and this is, while we go into the next unhinged thing, before that, I do feel like this is great because hockey, the game in and of itself is unhinged.
Yeah.
It only makes sense that the All-Star weekend would be just as unhinged.
This is true.
So
that's a good point.
I'm like, this is hockey. Yeah.
He was joking, though. I will.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually high.
No, but like, it's just wild things are going to be said. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's true. The other tea that happened was Tate McRae.
I'm so all about this.
There's so much drama around her, but she performed and killed it. And fans took to social media, like, shooting shots at her ex, who is also an NHL player. His name's Connor Sillinger.
Connor, yeah, I think it's Connor Sillinger.
And people were, like, calling him out because she wrote a song.
Greedy. It's her.
Yeah. Greedy. Like, literally the most
How does it go?
Don't put me on the spot right now.
Do you know? Because I'm trying to. I just want it in my head. I don't know the words is the problem.
Yeah, but it's catchy. It's all over TikTok.
No, literally, Sarah, come on, give me a piece of it.
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's like, how are the words? I need to look this up because I can't get the song in my head.
Look it up. I'll keep going. So they dated, and early 2023, they broke up. And then shortly after that is when she released this song. And it's kind of a breakup anthem, or like a diss anthem, it sounds like. And so there was rumors that it was about Sillinger and that he cheated on her. And, like, he's come out and said it wasn't true, but
oh yeah, it's like na 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 na.
Exactly.
It's like, That's the one.
Yes.
I really needed to remember and I couldn't. I was like, okay, I'm so sorry. I literally had to go decide and play it.
I'm so glad you did, because people are going to enjoy what just happened right there.
It happened.
Anyways, so he came out and said, he didn't cheat on her. She even said that the song's not about him. And, people are even saying that, it's so, good for her for, being invited to the All-Star weekend before he is.
Yeah, which was so
and
funny.
That, it was the biggest flop they've seen, him letting her go. Because, she really killed it. And she
has been popping off.
Yeah. People are, saying she's, the next Britney Spears.
Yeah, because she truly is, the singer-dancer type vibe. She was on, I think, the Youth So You Think You Can Dance.
Wasn't she...
Or was it Dancing with the Stars? No.
Wasn't she on Dance Moms? Or was that someone else?
I think she was on... I'm
sorry.
I think she was on Dance. I think she was on Dance Moms too. I'm not super. I don't watch Dance Moms.
Yeah, me neither.
I've seen the clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
So anyways.
Yeah.
She's been killing it. And
yeah, she's been blowing up.
I will say, yeah, that was a big flop on his part. But she also apparently was seen holding hands with some rapper that apparently she's now rumored to be dating. So she's just living her life.
Yeah.
But I just loved all the tea that was coming out surrounding her, and it felt that this All-Star weekend just really got fans talking about it more.
Yeah.
So
they did a great this All-Star weekend in my mind. I'm this is one of the most successful All-Star weekends.
And I think a lot of people were thinking that maybe some of the other professional sports organizations need to take some notes.
Agreed.
Because it was great. Because the Pro Bowl even happened. Did we talk about the Pro Bowl?
No, because it's
exactly.
not
There's nothing really. Yeah, exactly. So
let's say it like it is.
Take note, NFL and NBA and all the other ones.
True.
So
the next thing we have is so random.
Yes. So Lindsay Lohan got Steph's jersey, Steph Curry.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I sent you this because Steph Curry walked up to Lindsay Lohan before the game and just chatting with her courtside. And we've talked about randomest athlete celebrity link ups.
Yeah.
This is pretty high up.
Yeah, it felt weird.
I was like, oh, okay. I do feel since the new Mean Girls movie, Lindsay Lohan is reemerging.
Yeah,
she's
resurgence.
I think she's in a healthy, great place in life. So it is awesome for her and fun to see her thriving. So yeah, Steph Curry's going up to her, chatting with her and her husband. He dropped 60 points, which is a lot of points.
Yeah. Yeah.
He becomes only the second person to drop 60 points over the age of 35, the other one being Kobe.
Casually.
Super casual. And then what does he do after? He gives his jersey away to Lindsay Lohan and her husband.
Again, what? Casual?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they friends?
I don't know.
I need to know more, but
I don't know.
It feels so random. But
it's really interesting. So, okay, Lindsay.
Good for you.
Lindsay Lohan has
she's really out here.
His jersey from a 60-point game, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You keep thriving, queen.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the updates we have for you guys.
So many, but we had to talk about them.
We did. And now we're going to talk about some of our just female athletes that are awesome.
Yeah, and
I feel
inspirational.
maybe we should talk about one that we kind of have mentioned a little bit.
Yeah.
First, Caitlin Clark. I think a good way to Caitlin might go down as the GOAT, honestly. Yeah. She in basketball, women's college basketball.
Yeah.
Because she's currently chasing the all-time point record.
Yeah.
Where she's at right now, you guys, is I'm pretty sure this was as of 2 days ago. While you listen to this, it could be a little higher. I don't know why it was scheduled.
But she's 2 games away from. People are speculating.
Yeah. She's currently at 3,462 points. And Kelsey Plum holds the record at 3,527 points.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of points.
It's a lot. And tickets for her next 2 games have skyrocketed because people are thinking she's going to break it then.
And they want to be there.
Yeah, and they want to be there, which again, women's basketball. And they want to be there for it.
Yeah.
Which what you wouldn't have said a few years back, you know, which is crazy.
So she's just, I think, she's doing a great thing for the sport as a whole. Yeah. I mean, you talked about, crowd.
The fans want to be there.
The fans want to be there. We're getting sold out arenas for Caitlin Clark. Let's just be honest. That's what it is. If you guys remember, we had mentioned this. The Hawkeyes set the record for the most attended women's basketball game with 646,000 fans. That's the effect of Caitlin Clark. Yeah. That is the Caitlin Clark effect. She is the one that's like, people want to see. Like, the Iowa team, like, Iowa's great, but like, Caitlin is like a once-in-a-lifetime type of talent. Mm-hmm. And it's honestly been really cool because I feel like most of the time you see, and you still do get this, but like most of the time you see women's highlights on like normal ESPN accounts and whatever. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people just hate on them. If it's women's basketball, they're like, why is this being posted? Whatever. But there's been some like half-court, last-minute shots she's made where people are like, I can't even lie, that's so cold. Yeah. Like, that's insane.
And I think what makes her even more appealing is the fact that she's just, like, doing her thing. Yeah. She's not, like, she's just living her life. She's not out there, like, causing drama or doing anything, like, super loud and out there. She's just playing basketball and, like, being a college athlete. And a student, which feel like is just great.
She just loves the game. Yeah. Like, it's just clear she loves the game.
And I feel like it makes people, like, it makes her more appealing to, like, audiences, for sure.
So that's shout out to her. Shout out to Caitlin Clark for being Caitlin Clark. Yeah. Honestly.
Another one that I don't think we've really mentioned.
I don't think so either.
Who I've been wanting to mention because she just is, the records that she's setting is just insane. She's a swimmer. Her name is Caitlin Ledecky. She's won more gold medals than any other Olympic American swimmers, female or male, for that matter.
So crazy.
She has 7 Olympic gold medals, a total of 19 gold from a variety of World Swimming Championships. She holds the top 23 all-time 800-meter freestyle times. So, like, if you look at the record book, it's just all her from 23 to number 1.
That's so crazy.
So, like, she's just breaking her own records at this point, which is
her against her.
Wild. And, like, to the point where, like, Michael Phelps calls her the GOAT.
That's crazy.
And but so, like, you know.
Accurate.
Yeah, so you know, and, like, anyways, she's just wild, unreal, like, unhuman, just doing crazy things. Yeah. So, another girl you gotta just look out for, and, like, she just is killing it. And she's showing that she's doing more than female or male. Yeah. That's what was crazy to me, is, like, she holds more golds than anyone.
She's on top, period.
Yeah.
And then, since we spent a while talking about other things, so I'm just gonna give one more. Suni Lee. We've mentioned her. She's a gymnast. But this one we've mentioned, like, we mentioned her, like, briefly. Yeah. So in the gymnastics world, people have known about her for a little while, but she really kind of became a well-known athlete after the 2020 Olympic Games. Mm-hmm. So obviously, you think gymnastics, you think Simone Biles, rightfully so. We've talked about her all the time. Yeah. If we hadn't, she'd be top of this list for me. Love her. But Simone was obviously, like, you go into Olympics, you think Simone's gonna win, which makes sense. But this was the Olympics where she was dealing with a lot mentally, and so she pulled herself out. And at this point, as a gymnastics fan, it really was kind of crazy because up until this point, we'd won 4 straight gold medals in the all-around, which is, like, the individual title, not, like, the team one, but, like, the single gymnast one. And so it was like, okay, so that was Simone's spot. Yeah. And now we might not win, so this is kind of a bummer. And obviously, like, side note, obviously, Simone Biles being okay was the most important thing. It was just like this isn't, like, Team USA's guaranteed anymore. Except it became Team USA's thanks to Suni Lee. So it was just really cool because she, like, was not expecting to like be the one that like America's like, no, you literally have to go win gold.
Yeah.
But she was, and she stepped up and she did it. And it was like this like American hero type of moment, right?
Yeah.
Like Simone needed
The
her
underdog.
time, and so like Suni was able to come in and step up, which is for the country, which was like super cool.
Great moment for her.
It was a great moment. Honestly, it was a great moment for her. She let's see. So that made it the 5th all-around gold for Team USA, thanks to her. And then she also got a silver, which was with all of Team USA, got silver. And then she got a bronze on bars, and she finished 5th on beam. So it was just like really cool.
Yeah.
After the Olympics, she went to Auburn to just do some college gymnastics, which happens a lot. That's kind of like how it goes in the world of gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
But she's currently working on returning to the Olympics for the 2024 Olympics. But it has been really interesting because she has been dealing with a lot of kidney-related health issues. And I didn't realize how serious this was. I knew she, like, had taken a step away from gymnastics because of it, which means it's probably pretty serious. But because of this kidney-related issue, she gained, like, 45 pounds, which is like a lot of weight to gain quick, especially as an athlete.
Yeah, and as a gymnast,
and as a gymnast, that changes everything for you. Your body's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just been really interesting because she's come back and she's been kind of battling through that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was actually one event where she competed and she actually beat Simone on an event. It was probably bars because Suni's really good at bars.
Yeah.
I can't remember those, so I'm sorry. And she was like in tears and she was just like, I'm not even supposed to be here. Like the doctors were telling me I wasn't going to be able to be here, like competing gymnastics right now. Like they're like, there's no way you're going to be competing at that point. So just really cool that she's kind of like working on this comeback. She's also working on a skill. My algorithm is gymnastics a lot of the time. She's working on a skill on bars that no one has successfully competed in an international competition.
Wow.
So if she does do it at some point, it will be named after her, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
So shout out to her for being her.
Shout out to all of them, honestly.
Shout out to all of them. I think we live in a really cool time.
Yeah.
Like an era where we do actually praise these female athletes for their accomplishments.
Yeah.
Where before they just didn't get the recognition they deserved on a global level.
Yeah.
And so honestly, like, we talk about all things sports, but we could literally just talk about them because they are it.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. So just honestly, I'm so grateful for athletes that young girls can look up to and have more coverage of, have people talking about them more.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for women in sports who make sure that those stories get told.
Yeah.
Those stories of the Super Bowl, stories of everything, like their sports doesn't function without women.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the girls.
All the women. Yeah. And one more quick shout out that happened this year was kind of a big deal.
So cool.
So in the women's volleyball world in 2012 or 2022, the Women's Professional Indoor Volleyball League became a thing in the United States. It's now called the Pro Volleyball Federation. And their inaugural season is this year, and it includes 7 teams across the country. So this has like not been seen before, women's volleyball having like their own professional, like organized sport.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a big deal to the point where the league debuted a match between the Atlanta Vibe and Omaha Supernovas on January 24th of this year, which set an attendance record for women's volleyball matches in the United States of a little over 11,000 fans, which is just like super awesome to see. Not only is it become a thing, but in their first season, they're already like showing support is there, which is just crazy. There's been celebrities who have backed some of these teams. I know like Jason Derulo is backing is like one of the owners in one of the teams. So like it's just awesome to see like that support happening more and more. And we are seeing that like even male athletes are buying into female sports. to show their support, which I think is
literally
just awesome.
I mean, Brittany Mahomes is like the forefront of the Kansas City Current, but like Patrick Mahomes is also like a big part of that.
Yeah.
So like you really do see it across all levels. To me, honestly, I'm like, this is so long overdue.
Yes.
I'm so glad we're getting this. We need a professional indoor women's volleyball league.
Yeah.
In the
How's
United
it not
States.
a thing already?
Yeah.
Because it's so
college.
At the college level, I feel like they get a ton of support. So
yes.
It's been a long time coming for sure.
It's been a long time coming, and I'm super happy that it's actually happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. Shout out to all the women out there.
Shout out to
sports.
all the women listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
You're a woman in sport because
you're here.
This also qualifies. I think sometimes it's like, feels like, can I be into sports? Are people going to quiz me or whatever? Like, no.
No, you can.
You can.
Yeah.
There's like truly such a space for all women in this world.
Yeah.
In this world, but in like the sports world specifically. So, yeah, I'm just grateful for everyone who is like
part of it,
and also like being a trailblazer of it.
Yeah,
because we've seen, like you said, more and more of that we didn't used to see.
Yeah.
So we're grateful to be a part of it. Thanks for letting us be a part of it with you. That's all we have on Calling the Shots. We will see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.